Good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're hearing from. This is Small Talk, the podcast. As you know, I'm Ernie Diaz. You can call me Negative Baby.
That's I'm Johnny Waxer. What's up?
How y'all doing? Episode 2, sports, pop culture, music, or whatever the fuck we want to talk about, we're going to talk about. So, let's talk about it. Before we get into today's show, first and foremost, I think it's most important to recognize that today would have been Kobe Bean Bryant 42nd birthday. So before we get off of the show, I know Danny has a little piece that he wants to read to you guys. So Danny, take it away, my man.
Kobe holds a special place in my heart, as I'm sure he does for everybody. So I've been reading his book as of late, Mamba Mentality. Highly recommend everybody goes out and gets it. It's pretty dope to read something of someone who is obsessed with their craft. And he kind of puts it in a way of which you can adapt to that work ethic and almost apply it to anything that you do. So even if like you're a regular accountant or whatever it is, like you're gonna hit them numbers the next day and be like, damn dog, I'm about to drop it like Kobe.
Yeah.
Like that Mamba mentality, for real, for real. So this excerpt here, the title on the left picture, it says, you have to have an understanding circle of family and friends. So he's speaking about during his journey of like, you know, his lifestyle and trying to become the greatest. And excuse me for my reading, all right? I'm dyslexic, so give me a break here.
I feel that heavy.
So if you really want to be great at something, you have to truly care about it. If you want to be great in a particular area, you have to obsess over it. A lot of people say they want to be great, but they're not willing to make the sacrifices necessary to achieve greatness. They have other concerns, whether important or not, and they spread themselves out. That's totally fine. After all, greatness is not for everybody. What I'm saying is greatness isn't easy to achieve. It requires a lot of time, a lot of sacrifices. It requires a lot of tough choices. It requires your loved ones to sacrifice too. So you have to have an understanding circle of family and friends. People don't always understand just how much effort from how many people goes into one person chasing a dream to be great. There's a fine balance between obsessing about your craft and being there for your family. It's an ache into walking a tightrope. Your legs are shaky and you're trying to find your center. Whether you lean too far in one direction, you correct your course and end up over-leaning in another direction. So you correct by leaning the other way again. That's the dance. You can't achieve greatness by walking in a straight line. Respect to those who do achieve greatness and respect to those who are chasing that elusive feeling. R.I.P. Kobe.
That's the way you start a show right there. That's the way you start one. Kobe Bean Bryant, rest in peace, man. Gone way too soon. Gigi and the other families affected, rest in peace to you all. When that happened in 2020, we should have known the year was going to go to shit after that.
Yeah.
The best thing about 2020 is that it's almost over.
Facts.
Other than that, on a lighter note, the NBA playoffs have been fucking phenomenal. Once again.
Yes, sir. He 3-0, baby. Yes, sir.
I mean, are we surprised? Are we really surprised? Absolutely fucking not. That's why I wore the blue shirt and the Vice hat, because I'm not surprised. But anyway, before we get to the Heat, I think it's important to talk about some of yesterday's games and the opponent who the Heat would eventually face in the next round. There was a lot of talk, including myself, a lot of speculation that the Magic might just pull this off. But then again, last year, the Magic beat Toronto in the first game. They went on to get fucking destroyed the next 4. The same shit's happening now. Giannis, everyone was questioning him, myself included.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, man. I've been telling y'all the guy's a freight train, bro.
Yeah.
He just goes R2, circle.
That's for my PS4 users. If you have Xbox, we don't respect you around here.
That's
So it's for my PS4 users.
That's it.
So his first game, everybody was talking. You feel me? Everybody
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
on.
Everybody was talking crazy on his name, myself included.
How disrespectful.
Myself included. So, game 2, what does he do? 28, 20, and 5. That's with Chris Middleton putting up 2 points. That's not going to work in the next round. That's enough to get past the
Giannis
the
to the
Magic.
Heat 2021.
But 28-20 in game 2. In game 3, he only had 35, 11, and 7. Like, the guy's a freak of nature, literally. The Greek freak is a freak of nature. The Bucks are going to win the next 2. I think it's easy. Well, yeah, the next 2. I think it's easy to assume.
Gentleman sweep.
Aaron Gordon, if he comes back, might that make a difference? Sure.
Who?
Sure. Aaron Gordon.
The dunk guy?
The dunk guy. Their second leading scorer, that guy.
That was the guy that you guys said after game 1 was going to clamp up Giannis, right?
Listen, man. Either way, there was a comparison.
Crazy.
There was a comparison made between Giannis and Lamar about how they're really good playing with the lead, but not from behind.
That's not wrong. You're right there.
It's not.
You're right there.
It's not a wrong assessment. I don't see the Bucks being behind a lot more in this series, so I think we're gonna see a lot more Lamar-esque out of Giannis.
Can I tie into? I think that has to tie into the lack of And I'm sorry, bro, but the lack of leadership in Milwaukee, it's something that we've seen in the past postseasons. So it's something that I'm sure we're going to see at one point.
Right.
Because there's a part of which if Giannis gets into foul trouble, if Giannis isn't hitting his shots, if someone's blocking the lane.
Well, if Giannis isn't hitting his layups.
Yeah, his layups.
He ain't hitting no shots. Let's just be real.
Yo, homie's made a big improvement in his outside shooting.
Right, he went from 5% to 15. Congratulations.
10% is 10%. I'll take that. If you can give me another 10% next year, that's 25. And if you can give me another 10, that's 35. It's quick math.
35 is better when you're getting $240 million.
Bro, it's no difference.
I don't want to hear that shit.
It's no difference than Kyle Lowry averaging 6 points more than last year.
But Kyle Lowry, you know what the difference is? Kyle Lowry has a ring. Giannis doesn't.
Okay, Kyle Lowry got carried by Kawhi Leonard.
But he has a ring. Luke Walton has 3. Bro. I don't care. They have him. They have him.
Kawhi Leonard. That's the point. That ring should say Kawhi on it.
We'll get to.
But my point I was going to was for Milwaukee. I feel like he's never had somebody of which they have playoff experience or something of the sort that they can provide something to the table to give them an alternative look at or perspective. Like, hey, look, you can be able to channel down here. You can look into your different assets.
Right.
Also, let's be honest, Chris Middleton is playing fucking terrible.
Yeah, I mean, game 3, he had 17, 8, and 7. It was better, but not as a number 2.
Exactly. Like, they're the number 2. And he's the Milwaukee guy. He is the Milwaukee. He needs to be playing for Giannis right now. He needs to be understanding, like, if he doesn't show up right now, Giannis is getting on that first ticket out, bro.
Colin Cowherd had a good point. He said Chris Middleton holds the NBA's future, the next 5 years in his hands.
No bullshit. That is a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact.
Chris Middleton comes up short. Giannis goes somewhere else. The paradigm shift of the NBA switches.
What happens? Giannis goes to Golden State.
Don't say it.
I'm sorry.
Don't bring that evil.
What happens?
No, shut the fuck up.
Look it up. They can afford it. Look it up.
That's why I brought alcohol on the set for shit like that he says.
I'm just saying it because it's scary. Chris Middleton needs the ball, bro. I'm scared.
Don't bring that evil on me, man.
Bro,
don't do that. Shut the. Moving on, because I don't want to talk about this shit no more because you'll get me upset. Moving on. The game of the day yesterday.
Yeah.
OKC in Houston.
Yeah. I'd agree.
What a game.
Good game.
Rockets still don't have Russell Westbrook. They didn't matter the first 2 games. Do you rush him back now?
No.
I mean, I don't think you have to, but quick stat line. PJ Tucker, 44 minutes, a grand total of 5 points.
Bro, that guy's bad.
And he has a great shoe game, though. Phenomenal shoe game.
Give people NBA careers now over shoes?
He has good shoe game. Give him something.
Bro.
Good shoe game. He wears number 17. That's my number. I like PJ Tucker.
This is what you call the Pat Bev effect. I want you to know this. This is the Pat Bev effect, okay?
Austin Rivers, 25 minutes, 4 points. James Harden did his thing, 38, 8, and 7. Fouls out in overtime, 15 seconds into it. Terrible. Oh, my God. Listen, that bubble cost about $200 million to put up. Those barbers are trash, bro.
They didn't spend no budget on them barbers. No budget. They picked them boys up off of the streets.
The hell was that?
Yo, is your barber closed? We'll get you in. Don't worry. You want to cut an NBA player?
How many clean fades have you seen in Orlando?
0.
There you go.
Except, all right, so let's talk about this. Why is it the Lakers look okay the whole time, though?
Because it's LeBron James. Next question. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Yo, shout out Slick Nick. He's from Kendall. Used to cut at players. He ended up being LeBron's barber, and he's the one who cuts literally the whole Lake show. So shouts out Nick. Nick, please, if you see this, de me mandate una ropa, bro.
There you go. Let him send you some shit, dog.
Let me hook you up, man. I got some stuff for everybody. Look, I make triple XL for JaVale. Let me know, okay? I'm just saying.
That's good marketing. That's good marketing.
I'm just saying. I look out for the big boys.
The OKC Thunder, they had a great game. They had 4 guys with over 20 points. CGA, 23, 7, and 6. CP3, 26, 6, and 5. Danilo, 20 and 7. Dennis Schroeder, 29, 5, and 5. You get those contributions from your role players, you're going to have success. And that's with 6 points only from Steven Adams, who usually you expect a little bit more. Yeah, from Thor. Yeah, the New Zealand boss. The Aquaman. For real.
Aquaman.
I fucking love it. You saw his progression through the league?
He's such a good player.
His transformation is just as extreme as Giannis's from rookie to now.
He's no bullshit, and I swear, look up the tape. I don't talk shit. Look up the tape. He's one of the best communicative players in the league. No bullshit.
Yeah, he's good. He communicates.
Calls every single pick and every roll. He calls it every time.
Yeah. So that series is 2-1. I had the Thunder winning that series. I felt a little shaky after my first 2 games after my pick. I hold true to it now. I still think, OKC has a lot of fight left. They got nothing to lose, man.
So you got the Thunder taking it.
I got the Thunder going 7. Yeah, I got the Thunder in 7. I mean, I had that at the beginning of the year.
I don't know, bro. I'll say this. And also I will say this before I say my next thing. Right. I hate James Harden, okay?
Because of the
I just
comparisons
don't-
to D Wade, or you just don't like?
Yes.
Okay,
that,
there you go. That's fair.
And I don't like one-way guards. He's a one-way guard.
He's playing better defense though. He's playing better defense.
Better defense. Okay, so he gives me what one.
He led
actual
the league
D
in
out of
steals. That's not bad.
5. Okay,
Allen Iverson was never regarded as a great defender. He led the league in steals twice.
that's Allen Iverson, who was
Never had a ring as a
line
great scorer.
6
Sounds a
ringer.
lot like James
No,
Harden.
They
Sounds
lied
a lot
saying
like
he
him.
was 6 feet. That guy's 5'11".
I don't care what your
nowhere
size is. The facts are the facts.
All right, so
Earl Boykin was 5'6".
fine.
That's
My main
phenomenal.
point,
Spud Webb was
James
same
Harden,
height.
if he can go and do what James Harden does, and if that small
Right.
ball ends up to work out for them, I hate that small ball shit.
They
But
got out-rebounded again, by the way.
yeah,
Like 20.
I do believe in the long run, rebounds matter, and that's what's gonna bite them in the ass. But if they are gonna keep playing how they play,
Right.
which is they don't give a fuck, they're gonna
Right.
go it up and they're gonna go.
Hopefully
down there
it
and
goes
they're gonna
down,
Let it
yeah.
sling. You feel me? Then so be it. They can go ahead. But if James Harden needs to be James Harden and have those 50+ points, he needs to have. it.
Right. Quick fact, the last team to win an NBA title after being down so many rebounds, 2013 Miami Heat. Just saying.
That's crazy.
Had a small team. We got destroyed in rebounds every playoff series we had. But we granted, they don't have
What year was
LeBron
it?
James.
What year?
2013. 7 years ago. The
That was
Heatles.
That was the year that LeBron dropped 17 and a quarter.
That was the Heatles. Yeah. Very, very good
And
team.
look, I remembered that. So the LeBron hater remembered that.
Speaking, our next game, of course, we got to talk about the hometown team, the Miami Heat.
Yes, sir.
3-0.
Yes, sir. And
then-
we got Jimmy. I just want to say, I sat up here 2 weeks ago and I said we needed Jimmy Buckets. We hadn't gotten a Jimmy Buckets appearance. It had been since February
Yeah.
since he had made a fucking 3-pointer. And I just want to say he came out here and made 2 3-pointers in a game.
game
dog.
2. Yeah,
and it was
towards
the
the end.
first time he did that since February.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy.
Since February.
So I just want to say I think the Heat are looking great, bro. We're playing great rotations. I know you've seen the rotation I mentioned earlier.
You did. I
I've
had
been
read it down.
playing
I did.
Great minutes, so I
I
just
did.
want to get those flowers as well. And yeah, bro. Obviously, I'm not gonna get too happy about it because everybody was like, "Oh, you're supposed to be Indiana. Let's see round 2. Y'all gonna get some." We'll see.
Listen,
I'm just saying we're looking really good.
I'm glad that you brought the optimistic view
But
into.
we did blow a 20-point lead, and that's frustrating.
You see, that's exactly where I was going.
Yeah,
Up
that
20
pissed me off.
points at half. Okay, we went 11 from 20 from this. Some first half highlights. 20-point lead going into the half. 11 from 20 from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Was that sustainable? Probably not. We knew that wasn't going to be sustainable. But again, Indy. By the time the quarter ended, we only had a 7-point lead. You cannot win playoff games giving up. The Miami Heat gave up, and they lost 16 games the regular season after being up 10 points or more. That is by far the most in the NBA.
Yep.
You are not going to beat playoff caliber, championship caliber teams by blowing leads.
I will add to that.
It's
also
not gonna
think
happen.
We got aggressive in.
We gave up 34 points in the third
We
quarter.
got aggressive in the load management. I feel like Spo was playing really aggressive as far as for trying to really get a lot of our like role players and
Right.
like, main players off of the actual court. And he was trying to rest them pretty early. I feel like he
Yeah.
kind of called it a little bit too early.
Yeah, because I think that bench unit was playing great defensively in the first half.
And that's cool, but I'm a firm believer. A second half starters still go out, and you got to start it.
Yeah.
It's a new game. I don't
Listen,
care
I'm
what
not
you
going to tell Spo how to do his lineup. He knows a lot more about basketball than I do. But it doesn't take a genius to see the game and notice that something's not going well. in
That
the
your
third quarter.
stars aren't on the
You know?
roll.
They're-
It doesn't take a genius to be like, my star players aren't on the court and our lead is going
Right.
down. You get me? Like,
Right.
And I get it. You want load management. We're up 2-0. You
Right.
know, I understand. But also, I'm sick of seeing us blow 20-point
I hear you.
leads.
I
we
hear
did
you.
it 3 times in 1 week right before the playoffs started. We were told that it had been circled around and our problems of number one things to address. And bro, I said it last time we recorded. I was sick of these what we call is third quarters, where they
Right.
literally played like shit in the
Yeah.
third quarter. I'm
Copyright
sick of
that.
it, man. That
Yeah.
shit's it's sickening, bro. It really is gut wrenching because it's like, bro, like we come out here. Yesterday I was watching the game. I swear, shit you not, halftime's coming and I was gonna go play ball after the game and I was like, fuck, we blowing them out. We might be able
Yeah,
to
don't
play
do that.
earlier.
The third
no,
quarter.
I literally told my homie, yo, let's sit, wait for the third quarter. Third quarter came. I'm like, yeah, we're not going nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Sit down. Quick look at the box score. TJ Warren, 23 points. I don't care. Jimmy Butler shut him down all series. I don't care about the 23 points. Malcolm Brogdon looked like motherfucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Facts.
34, 7, and
Balled
14. Can you believe it or not? He is the first Pacer in franchise history to have a 30-point, 10 assist game.
What?
We're talking about Mark Jackson. We're talking about Reggie Miller. We're talking about some great
crazy.
Even Jermaine O'Neal, who had a great run with them.
Jermaine O'Neal.
First player in Pacers history
30
with
and
that
10.
30 and 10 assists.
That's crazy as hell.
Malcolm Brogdon went off.
Shouts out him, bro.
He went off and went off. As far as the Heat's box score, the Heat shot 52 free throws. I know Nate McMillan, the Pacers head coach, after the game, he called bullshit. He said there was no way the Heat outshot him by like 30-something free throws. But, that's what Jimmy Butler does. He was struggling from the field. He was like, I think 4 for 18. But he shot 15 free throws, 16 free throws? Like, you get to the line, you slow the game down. When you're having trouble scoring, that's the best thing you can do as a team. Slow the game down, work on the free throw line, and you'll make it from there. Following the rest of the Heat's box score, the Heat, this was the first Heat team since the Heatles to have 4 players with 20-plus points. Jimmy, we talked about it, 27, 8, and 4. Been the driving force for the Heat down late. Bam, 22, 11, and 5. And I promise you, he played a lot bigger than 22, 11, and 5.
He did. His presence was there the whole time.
His plus minus with Bam on the court were a plus 23. With him off, were a minus 21.
Look at that.
Like, that plus minus is ridiculous. It's those intangibles, those things that don't come up on the box score, which makes Bam, what did Kendrick Perkins call him? Out of the bayou.
Yeah. Yo, and let me also say, someone who's been balling and playing really, really good minutes for us, bro, Goran.
That was my next thing. Goran, 24, 2, and 6. The Dragon. He lifer.
The Dragon.
Hey, people call me crazy.
Yo, I was talking a lot of shit about him earlier in the year. I ain't go cap, dog, okay? I'll be honest. I was talking a lot of shit. I was like, damn, dog, maybe it's time for the trade block. I don't. But, Dragon.
Hey, on the third quarter right there. Nice little move. Let me tell you something right now. Call me crazy. He's going to sign with the Heat this year, the next 2 or 4. At the end of his career, he'll have the number 7 hung up on the rafters for the Heat. For a fact.
I think
Goran Dragic is going to have that 7.
He could do that, bro.
If he brings a title, don't even think about it. But I think without a title, I think Goran's number goes up there. Just because, can you imagine telling a former, he was an all-star 2 years ago, telling him, hey, look, this year you're going to come off the bench, to a rookie, undrafted. I need you to come off the bench.
And he's been averaging more points after.
But what happens? Now he's starting.
Yep.
It's not about how you start, but it's how you finish.
That's fact.
Forget where you are just like, we'll talk about him a little later, but like Melo, started the year off the bench. Who's in the starting lineup now? It's all about how you finish the year.
Can we talk about also, before we move on from the Heat, like, what's going on with Kendrick Nunn? Does anyone know?
Yeah. Kendrick Nunn, bro, I mean, the last 8 games, the seeding games, before he took his hiatus from the team, he wasn't playing well. He was remember, before the break started, he had 5 consecutive months of Rookie of the Month. Yeah. He was hitting his stride in February. But then, bro, this pandemic hit. It's 5 months without it. I'm not saying his work ethic isn't there. I just don't think he might have not done what his other teammates have. He definitely didn't put in the work that TJ Warren put in the offseason. Not Dame, obviously. But he's come up short. He's out of rhythm. I do suspect now with a 3-0 lead, I do suspect in Game 4 you're going to see a lot of Kendrick Nunn.
So can I ask,
what do you have to lose?
Did we get confirmed finally what was the hiatus about?
I think it was more of a personal thing, thing. Like, he had to go disconnect, get into his routine, and then come back.
I said it, man. I said it, and I told you when I started seeing him with his little shirts coming back into the bubble with like NBA Rookie of the Year shirts and stuff.
He felt
like that,
he was feeling himself.
Yeah.
He was definitely feeling himself. And as a rookie, it happens. The NBA has a way of checking you real quick. Like, relax, buddy. You ain't there yet. You feel me? You got skills. But I think a lot of people made this point yesterday. In order for the Heat to be successful down the road, they need Kendrick Nunn scoring. They just do. He's one of the few players on that team that can make offense by himself.
And he's one of our only guards who can make a move off ball.
Exactly.
Like, bro, let's talk about it. On ball, Tyler Hero, brother, get some moves, man.
Tyler, and then
I'm sick of seeing that weak ass Euro step to the left.
Don't talk about Tyler. Hey, Tyler Hero,
I love you, bro. But
baller.
Damn,
23, 20 points.
He's
baller.
a bucket. He's a bucket.
Don't talk shit about Hero.
I'm just talking about my homies need to get some on ball moves.
The last 3 games, he's been in that final lineup to close games. That's ballsy right there.
Yo, he's our rookie, so we gotta cut on that boy. Make sure he beat. Don't get too happy. You're doing what you're supposed to do.
It's that Kentucky
connection. You want
connection.
that max, right? You want to stay here, right? So you best be balling. And I want to see everything. Like, bro, never forget what rookie Dwayne Wade was doing for us.
Yeah, but you don't put Tyler Hero in the same breath.
I'm saying, bro, he's trying to be the guy who got picked up first round, who stays in Miami.
But he's also not a lottery pick, though. He's not a lottery pick. D-Wade was a top 3 pick.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You feel me? So, but the ceiling for Tyler Hero is fucking through the roof, bro. Tyler Hero is going to be great one day. We just got to wait for it.
I'm sorry, but let's just also bring into the mention that 3 months away from his girl really did him good, huh?
Listen,
I'm
win
sorry.
or
We're not gonna
lose,
talk about discipline issues, right?
win
Bro,
or
let's
lose,
be real, man.
Win or lose, he gets to go home and get nudes, or go to the bubble and get nudes from Katia Henry. Win or lose. So how is he really losing?
No,
babe, I
I'm
love you,
saying-
but
I'm
how is he really
I'm
losing?
saying I'm very happy that he's been away for a bit.
She's
and
giving me the
now
thumbs
he
up.
can focus, you know?
Katia's
and
fine.
I'm saying you can't deny when he first came back, you could tell homie was not focusing, bro.
Well, it's hard to
And
focus.
now he's playing real well. And I'm very, very happy to see it.
Speaking about focus, we gotta go to our last game of the night because you know I'm gonna come here and tell you. The greatest basketball player of all time is just proving why he's the greatest basketball player of all time. A couple stats for you. Yesterday, as you obviously know by now, the Lakers won 116-108. LeBron James passes Michael Jordan as the oldest player in playoff history with 30 points and 8 assists. No one's ever done that at his age.
Did they win that game?
Who? Michael Jordan?
Wait, you're talking about which record is this? Is it the first one with the 30, 10, and 15?
No, 30 and 8. 30
Oh, okay,
points and
no,
8
no.
assists. That
Yeah,
was
that
last
was last
game.
night.
Yeah, it was last night. Not the
they
triple-double.
won.
That's another great game.
That's a dub.
He
That was a good
also-
game. He played well.
LeBron
And
James-
I will say his best appearance. I just want to say before you go off.
No, before you go off, nothing. Let me give you one more LeBron stat since you like to talk shit about LeBron.
Go ahead.
He also passes Tim Duncan for second most wins in postseason history. He has
That's
158.
That's nice.
You feel me?
Good numbers.
So fuck all that.
Yo, that's good numbers.
That's great numbers.
That's great
That's
numbers.
greatness. That's what the
Alright,
fuck it
so
is.
I
Shut the
just
fuck
wanna-
up. That's greatness.
His
And let me
best game-
finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Y'all were talking. I know people were talking mad shit about that 10-point game after his team won by 30.
I
The
wasn't
nigga's
talking-
team won by 30.
I
Y'all
wasn't
talking about
talking
he
shit.
only
That's
had
his
10
best
points.
game. That's his best game.
Listen.
Wait, I'll let you go.
22 at half on 60% shooting. Finish the game with 38, 12, and 8. What do you got to say?
I was gonna give him an
A
actual
what?
praise
Give me a
right
grade.
now. A grade.
A letter grade.
A letter
for his,
grade
for his
right now?
performance yesterday. A letter grade.
Yesterday?
Letter
A.
grade.
Yesterday was an A.
It should
Listen,
be an A plus.
Listen,
Eating ass
I was gonna
motherfucker.
say this. His best game as of right now, to my opinion, and this is just me because
Okay.
I loved seeing him really, really into the game
Right,
like that.
right.
Game two.
Yeah, man.
Game two, the
he was
guy
getting
was
his people
in
involved.
the game
Yep.
even when he wasn't in the game.
He's the reason
Like that
KCP
clip,
had it.
Did you see that clip?
Oh, the
when
ball?
he's sitting, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fucking meme. And not only that, that
It's
just
pretty annoying.
shows
Right.
anybody. Listen, you guys call me a LeBron hater and stuff, but it's really not that. I just really, really just, I hate that we're taking away from the fact the guy wouldn't dribble a basketball if it wasn't for Michael Jordan. But before we get into that, I'm saying that moment right there shows every single LeBron hater who talks shit about his competitiveness, about his
He doesn't really
work
want it.
ethic.
Yeah.
He doesn't really want it. Or like, and I at times get like that because I hate his at least his addiction to the spotlight. But
Right.
I also understand he's been in it since he was 15.
Right.
So that's why he's
Guy
like that.
tatted chosen one on himself at 17.
Feel me? So like I understand it, but
Greatness.
bro, if you there's no way you can see that clip where you see the guy sitting on the side and he's like, "It's our ball, right?
Sprints to the
Ain't
fucking
it our
court.
ball?
Yeah.
Hey yo, ain't it our ball?"
It's our
Then he
ball.
starts running. Hey, it's our ball.
Yeah.
It's our ball.
Yeah.
Runs straight into the ref and he's like, "Hey man, they made it right off the court. That's our ball."
That guy's memory is phenomenal.
Anybody else in the league does that shit. Double tech, you're out of here. I just want to say that. But it's because one, it's LeBron, so that's like that GOAT shit that you
my
get to do.
God.
No, I'm okay, bro. Michael Jordan did the same shit.
Babe,
Michael
can
Jordan
you-
used to tell
can you-
refs,
Can you do that for me?
"Hey,
Because
that's a
he's talking
foul."
shit, so I need to roll up because
No,
this man killing me right
I'm
now.
agreeing with you. I'm saying that's that superstar shit that
I
you
got
get
you.
to do.
I got you.
But anybody trying to talk shit like LeBron isn't a competitor, bro. That
Right.
clip in itself where he's literally off, they're up by 16. It's like at the
Yeah.
end of the game, and homie's still paying attention to it. Like
Of course.
in the game more than the officials.
Yeah.
Fuck you if you're saying he's not competitive.
He didn't
And
do
there
the
you go. The LeBron hater said something fucking nice. So
Phenomenal.
there you fucking go, okay? All right? Fuck you. Still not my GOAT.
You got 14 more games of that. But either way, he didn't do it alone. AD 29, 11, and 8. He only had 6 in the first half. He came alive in that second half.
One stat real quick. AD is averaging 26.1 points per game. That is the most points per game any teammate that LeBron has ever played with has averaged.
Still not
so
better teammate
all
than
you
D-Wade.
people talking shit, bro, get the fuck out of here. The guy's a walking 20, 10, and 5.
He is. He's a walking 20, 10, and 5. Yeah. You know what the difference is? AD didn't win shit before LeBron.
Oh my God, yeah, because he was on the fucking Pelicans.
Did D-Wade win something before LeBron? Remind me.
Yeah?
Who won Finals MVP? That series?
Yeah, he did.
What was it? What was his numbers?
Yo,
The
I
next
am
four-
agreeing
All
with
right.
you. LeBron didn't know how to win
Thank you.
until he got here. 100%.
Anywho, one of the takeaways from that game, though, I mean, we gotta not be biased. We gotta talk about the other team as well. The Blazers got heart, bro.
That's right.
Dude, Dame. Listen, I play flag football. Okay, shout out to the grown-ups. G's up.
Yo, that finger. Oh
Let me tell you something.
God.
I dislocated my finger a year ago to the day in October. Well, next month, 2 months actually. And I was out of commission for like a month. I'm talking about my girlfriend had to help me shower. Like, that's how bad it was. That's how much of a bitch I am. Yes, one. And two, that's how much
That's a good excuse. It's
Appreciate
alright.
that.
Yeah, I
You
know
feel
you
me?
was trying to take advantage of the situation. Shit.
With that,
Babe, my finger hurt. I
with
can't
that,
walk.
With that dislocated finger, Dame still went 34, 5, and 7. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Bro, that guy's.
Hey, I don't care what happened. Skip Bayless, you a hater.
I've been
Dame time, baby.
sitting here
CJ.
telling you guys that's the best point guard in the fucking
No.
game.
Best player in the bubble right now. Still.
Facts.
Still. CJ, 28, 8, and 4. Carmelo, 20 and 6 with 13 in the third quarter. Look like motherfucking 03. Look like Denver, Carmelo versus
And I just want to
Cavs,
say,
LeBron.
Carmelo's doing a great job playing defense on LeBron.
If
I
you
don't know what they're gonna
consider
say, but
Carmelo washed, you need to reevaluate your
Facts.
basketball IQ.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying. He had to
Facts.
find a place where he fit in. Everyone that said Melo didn't, he laughed about coming off the bench. You would laugh too if you were a 15-time All-Star, if you were a fucking champion in
Nah, but I
college
didn't
as a
agree with
freshman.
that. I didn't agree with that. I don't care.
But you would laugh too.
Dwayne Wade came off the bench.
Not everyone's a great champion like Dwayne Wade. That's what I'm
All
trying
right,
to
so
say.
that's what I'm saying.
Best team
So
in
that's why
LeBron's
he
had.
got that taste he did, and you know what? I'm glad he fucking learned.
Yeah.
Did he or did he not come off the bench?
You're
he
right.
fucking learned his lesson. He shut the fuck up. He got to play. Now you're starting.
You're
There
right.
it is. Respect the game, dog.
Quick little Hassan Whiteside slander, because as a Heat lover, you got to slander Hassan
hate
Whiteside.
Hassan.
26 points. 26 minutes, 8 points. Dud. Dud.
That dude's a dud. But I will say,
Gary Trent talking a lot of shit. 27 minutes, 6 points. It takes a lot to hold LeBron to 38 points. I get that, so I don't blame you. But just stop talking that shit. You're not good.
yo, but I will say I hate Hassan. You know I'm with you on that one.
Right.
But he played pretty good defense the first 2 games.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Not bad.
He played really good defense. And he's the only one who's really trying to D up on AD because
I hear you.
Nurkic, you're getting cooked.
Yeah.
Nurkic, you're getting cooked.
Yeah.
Cocinao.
Type
Cooked.
shit. I hear that. So real quick, just to wrap up on the NBA, a couple games to look out for today. The Celtics play the 76ers. There goes the process. And by the way, before I move on, for all you, I'm looking right in the camera. For all you Philadelphia 76er fan accounts, reporter accounts, all these accounts that were talking mad shit about the Heat, about Jimmy Butler coming to Miami just to party, about them being a 9th seed, about Philadelphia being the number 1 seed in the East, suck my entire dick. Because I told you this was going to happen. Y'all looked at me and told me Tobias and now Horford and Jimmy and Ben
And y'all was
the
talking
process.
shit about our salaries and all this bullshit. How Ben Simmons looking now, you punk bitches.
Yeah. So I'm looking right at the camera and I'm saying Philadelphia.
Booyashika, booyashika.
What is it from Anchorman? Go fuck yourself, San Diego. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Philadelphia. That's what you get. But look out for that sweep. We also got the Raptors sweeping the Nets. That's going to happen. The Clippers play the Mavs today.
Yo, hold on. But before we pass over the Nets like that,
Okay.
Kirsten LeVert.
Ballin'.
I'm gonna.
I wrote down
I
in
don't
my...
have a hat on.
Yeah.
Tip your hat, okay?
He did.
Hat
Ballin'.
tips to you.
Raptors, I put it here, are completing the sweep against the net. You can't even say the Nets because they're missing 80% of their team, so facing the net. Clippers and Mavs.
Poor
Listen,
guy, man.
I have a real... Everyone knows how I feel about the Clippers because of the hate. I have a real good argument, which I will make it a later time because I want to get to other topics.
Yeah.
But I have a real good argument where the Clippers can right now be down 0-3. If Porzingis doesn't get ejected and Luka doesn't turn his ankle, it's a whole different series. That series is still going 7 games. I still got the Clippers winning the series in 7 games. But it wouldn't surprise me if they didn't because they should be down 3-0. That whole ass ejection in game 1.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I was going for the
And before you go on, someone told me that the Clippers were the best defensive team in basketball, had the best 2-wing defenders. Why are the Mavericks getting to the rim so easily?
because Luka's one of the best scorers in the league.
Thank you.
Luka's gonna be the future, bro.
Thank you.
Luka is the future already. And I hope the Dallas Mavericks stop playing with his body, bro.
And stop playing
Like,
defense.
The fact you guys put him out there on that ankle, like, bro, get it together, dog.
Yeah, he's a game
Like,
time right now. He's a
that
game time
kid,
decision.
bro. You guys
Yeah.
are gonna like, I was holding my head,
Yeah.
like.
Hey, but
seeing
listen,
him
like
go
the
back
kid's
to
young.
back.
He wants to play, and I respect
I
him
get
for
it.
it.
He's
Yeah.
also he's European. Those dudes are like that.
Yeah.
They play hard.
They play hard.
But the team has to be
You're
smarter
right.
than
You're
that.
right. And then real quick, the Nuggets play the Jazz. The Nuggets looked great the first game. They've looked atrocious the
They're
last two.
struggling, man. It's
Bro, they
really
lost
rough
by
to see.
37.
Yeah,
game 3. They look soft.
I cannot
physically and
believe-
mentally. They look soft.
And I will say, I thought Jokic being slender would have really came in clutch. But I will say, I feel like he
lost his edge.
He's playing
Yep.
softer since he's lost that weight. He
Michael
looks
Porter
scary.
Jr. can't play defense.
Yeah, no.
Millsap looks tired. It's just besides the Trailblazers, they're the worst team defensively in the bubble.
And I'm gonna say this, and bro, I swear you're gonna see it. Jamal Murray's still not okay.
I hear you.
He's not healed. He's not healed. I don't care what anybody says. I've dealt with my injuries. I can tell when someone's not okay. That dude is not okay, bro.
Yeah. And he's still, yep.
And also CJ McCollum, same thing.
Still
and these
balling.
are all players that I feel like they're doing. CJ McCollum's on a decision year, ain't he?
He has one more left.
One more year,
He has
and
one
his
more.
player opt.
He's player opt, yeah. So
Okay.
I think he'll stay in,
So
in
I feel
Portland.
like a lot of these players are playing hard because they're trying to get
Contracts.
like
Yeah, absolutely.
And I get it, bro, but fuck, man, like.
So stay tuned into basketball. Those are the games on today's slate. The playoffs will continue tomorrow, and then hopefully by the next time we're on air, we'll have some round 2 matchups, some predictions for you. But pay to the bubble, man. Shout out to Adam Silver. Great job. Real quick, not to talk too much about baseball. Don't look now, but I think the Padres just homered again. They lead baseball in homers along with the White Sox. And real quick, just one more thing before I finish up with baseball because, baseball, it's a shorter season, but playoff baseball is really what matters. So,
How many games have the Marlins lost since we spoke about it?
dude, they're in second place in their division, so we're not gonna talk about the Marlins because last time we spoke about them, they've won 2 games since then, so we're not gonna talk about the
We're
Marlins.
not allowed to talk about the Marlins.
My new adopted team, other than the Yankees, I just gotta go to a quick point before we move on. The Chicago White Sox.
Could you imagine being a bandwagon like this? Like just publicly
Listen,
choosing. Just
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm rooting for these people this year.
I'm gonna tell you why. Not because of the record. They're in third place. They're 17-11. Yesterday, the Chicago White Sox were the first team in Major League Baseball history to roll out 4 Cubans in their first starting 4. Wow. First, Luis Roberto, Yoan Moncada, Jose Abreu, y Osmani Grandal. 1 through 4. And it doesn't stop there. Their Cuban history goes back. Their first ever black player was Minnie Monus, which was actually a Cuban player. First one. And people forget about this, but
Bring out the Goladas.
El Duque and Livan Hernandez
Facts,
were on
that's
that
facts.
05 World Series team.
Yeah, facts.
So
and I played for a Duque.
The
Shout out at Duque.
White Sox Cuban tradition goes back. So hell yeah, I'm a White Sox fan. They don't know shit about White Sox in Cuba. I can guarantee you that. But they will. The Cuba's Yankees and Los Marlins. That's all I talk about. But hey, we're gonna talk about the White Sox. The White Sox are Cuba's team.
This guy's from Miami.
The
He's a
White
Yankees
Sox
fan.
I'm Cuban.
This is crazy.
I'm Cuban. So real quick, just go into the standings.
This is crazy.
The Tampa Bay Rays are in first place in the AL East at 18-10. The Braves lead the NL East at 16-11. The Twins are at 18-10. The A's lead the AL West at 19-9. The Cubs at 16-10, and of course the Dodgers are the first team to 20 wins. They're 21-8. It's gonna be a fun baseball season, but we'll see. We're not gonna talk about the Marlins just because I'm gonna jinx it. So we're gonna skip right through the Marlins. Quick NFL news. Just want to wish well to Ron Rivera, the Washington football team's head coach. He got diagnosed with a form of skin cancer. Wish him well. He still plans to coach. Best wishes, my man. And in breaking news, as you know me, I'm a Ravens fan. The Ravens have decided to release Earl Thomas, which is going to cost us $10 million against the cap. But listen, you're late to meetings. You get caught with your brother cheating on your wife, and then you punch your teammate in the face. That's not Ravens culture, bro. We should have known when he flicked off Seattle and he told the Cowboys that he wants to go play with them. I guess he really does want to now. Best of luck. Elliott, Chuck Clark. It's up to y'all, boy. Come up.
Time.
Still the best secondary in football. Tony Jefferson is still the free agent. We had to let him go because we signed Earl Thomas. Ravens, Eric DaCosta. I trust in you. Make a phone call, baby. But then the topic I really want to get to today, my man, and I want to get your... We're going to realm outside of sports. Like I told you guys, Small Talk will be about a bunch of things. And the first thing I want to talk about, my man, because it's caused some debate over the last few days, is Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B's newest song, WAP, which, by the way, is a fucking banger.
Video.
It's a fucking banger.
I love it.
The video is fucking phenomenal. The lyrics are catchy. The hook is fucking break. The production is clear. I want to sit down and have a physical conversation as to why men in the entertainment industry and men in general have such a problem with the song. Let me go back
And
right
it's
quick.
not only men. Can I also say there's a lot of women, like a lot of women, a lot of mothers, y'all be butchering yourselves, and like I'm tired of men.
Yeah.
Because then also when the women do it, then the men are like, women do it themselves, so I could talk about shit too. So it's like, bro.
First of all,
everybody just
Meg Thee
needs to-
Stallion was an honor college student, so she's educated. Second of all, it's a fucking hit record. Cardi B said it. I made songs. Y'all didn't want to listen to it.
Every single person talking shit is the same person who was on a bus any year in between 1997 and 2010 screaming slob on my knob like corn on the cob. Check in with me and do your job. Lay on the bed and give me head. Don't have to ask. Don't have to beg. So all y'all talking your shit, you're hypocritical and you're throwing fucking stones in a glass house. Fuck you and the mother you came out of.
Him and I, just to tell you guys, him and I don't talk about what we're going to talk. We talk some key points, but we don't share what we're going to talk about. And I literally wrote that down. I have a list of songs that came out by men that talk about way more grotesque shit. So, Slob on My Knob. You know when Slob on My Knob came out? 1999.
Look at that.
and y'all niggas was singing like it was a fucking an anthem. 1999, Miss Pretty Pussy by Plies. That was my MySpace song. 2005.
Snap.
2005.
Give me Becky.
Becky by Plies.
What's up with that
My
one?
favorite artist, Lil Wayne, has a song called Pussy Monster, which came out in 2008. What the fuck are we talking about?
One Afro Man.
And then any Afro Man song, any Afro Man song. And then if you're not talking shit about the lyrics, you want to come at the video. Have you ever heard of 50 Cent? Have you heard of Disco Inferno?
Facts.
It's basically a porno. It came out in 2005.
Tupac, I gets around.
Like,
it's a porno. You can look up the whole version, the actual raw version of the actual video cannot be played on MTV. You have to look it up on a porn site. Like every single woman in that video is nude. So it's like
the real problem here is it's like telling a 5-year-old kid you can't play Call of Duty because you're gonna go and kill somebody. Your daughter's not gonna be a hoe because she's a woman shaking her ass on TV. That is on you if your daughter becomes a hoe. If your daughter sells pussy for money, that's on you.
Facts.
And if she sells it, have her sell it at a high rate, my nigga.
Facts.
It's 2020. Sex workers are just as much as people as anybody else, my nigga. If your daughter gonna sell pussy, make sure she sells at a high rate. Don't be the fucking Walmart brand of pussy.
Dog. That's it.
You feel me?
And I just feel this ties into so much of just.
And yes, if that song comes out, I'ma sing. There's some hoes in this house. There's some. You gonna hear me say it, bro?
There's another video I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
And I get known for being a Drake hater.
Oh, you do. You do get known for it.
But I don't hate the guy. I used to be a giant fan of him in his earlier music, and I just felt as of late he's been dropping down on his standards of music just because he's been doing a lot of the UK drill shit. The fucking I'm a Jamaican. Right. Now I'm making this, that, pop can. Right. I'm not there for all that. I also don't need him to be a drill hitter. I don't need to hear.
Just be you, bro. Make those summertime anthems.
I say this because. Laugh Now, Cry Later.
Fire.
That is a fucking hit.
Yeah.
That is a 10 for 10 all across the board.
Baby.
Even down to the music
Feel
video.
Yeah.
That music video.
Baby.
Getting Odell Beckham and KD and all these people
all those
look into the camera and say, baby. Yeah. Bro, that became a capsule of a thing now. Like when he does videos like that you have to niche of that point, it becomes timeless.
And people don't know this. That was a Nike ad.
Facts. That was a whole Nike ad, just like
and it's
the
all
other
Nike commercials.
Life is Good is literally an Apple ad.
You remember on the bottom where they're rapping under the water? That's a Muhammad Ali thing. Like those are all old Nike commercials put into a music video.
Yes. And so I just wanted to give that video a shout out. I also since we're on the topic of music,
go ahead.
I wanted to touch up on I listen to rap. Everybody knows me. I'm a big hip hop head. So the album of the week, I'll say, fuck it, we'll start that now. Album of the week.
What you got?
Right? I got the Versace Tape by Boldy James.
Boldy James. Okay. Now, never heard.
This is for the bars. All right. These are for the bars. So like, if you don't like bars, if you like listening to that Lil Pump shit or whatever the fuck, this is not for you. This is for that sit down. You might just fucking, while you're working.
Some lyrical shit,
You hear some shit that you stop working and you're like, homie saying some shit.
Right.
So like, definitely big shouts out to that. And I just want to give a shout out to a local band real quick, all right?
Go ahead.
I want to give a big shout out to Folkstale San Pedro and to Pete Music. Go ahead and check them out. I also want to give a shout out to Wix Oswald. These are all local bands, guys, okay? They've all been doing really cool things like with Zoom and stuff like that, giving you live shows and putting up videos, doing all sorts of different stuff, obviously because they're being affected. They can't perform at places. So this is your time to really
support
do
your
your
locals,
research.
man. Yeah.
Support your locals. Love your locals. Also want to do one more thing.
Go ahead.
Restaurant of the week.
Go ahead.
I went to Steven's Delicatessen. It's actually in
is that the burger place you put up?
It's a deli place.
Got you.
And bro, I had the sandwich was called the Rachel. It's like their take on a rye Reuben.
Right.
Holy fuck, that
phenomenal.
was good, dog. So please go. Love your locals. All right, show love. I love all y'all.
If we're on the topic of locals, real quick, DJ Amps, DJ Kicks, go follow them on Instagram. They're doing live concerts every week, every other week. Show love, man. It's a weird time that we're in. The more love we can show, the more we can embrace our own local people. Make sure you do so.
Shouts out to Binga.
Shout out Nick Garcia. Shout out to the Binga right there.
The hardest worker in Dade.
You feel me? And then real quick, as we wrap up the show, we got a few minutes left, so I'm going to go right into it. For all my comic book fans, I'm more of a Marvel guy myself.
Same.
But DC has been pretty cool. See, Marvel tatted up. DC had their fandom, the first half of it. Quick points. Matt Reeves, who directed Planet of the Apes, by the way, he's a new director of Batman. He released that first trailer for Batman. Wonder Woman's 1984 trailer. Chris Pine comes back in that movie. And then Justice League, the Snyder Cut, what we've all been waiting for. If you don't know, Snyder was supposed to produce the first Justice League. His daughter tragically passed away, so he had to step away from the production. We got that half-assed Justice League. So now with the Snyder Cut, I expect it to be fucking phenomenal.
Do you really think that's going to revive
Yes, I think. And then the best thing to happen to DC was taking James Gunn, who, if you know James Gunn, he did both Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Yeah. He's now directing the new Suicide Squad. Look out for that. It's gonna
Just
be
so funny
fucking
to see
dope,
DC
bro.
does everything that Marvel does right after because they're like, damn, that shit hit.
But they don't do it well.
No,
So
and they always butcher it.
James Gunn, this is your chance, brother. Please bring DC back. Not for myself because I love Marvel, but you know it's better when there's competition. It's better when there's two things
Bro,
going
I
against
will
each
say
other.
this. As a Marvel fan, I will say this. DC has better origins.
Yeah.
This is a fact. Read the comics.
It does.
So when I say that, I say
It's
is
darker
an
too.
utter
Yeah.
shame. It is an utter fucking shame that DC Universe cannot get it together to pull out a good movie.
Yeah, I hear
It's
you.
embarrassing. You guys got the budget. You're spending bunches of dollars.
Right.
Stop hiring these mediocre, big budgeted name actors that are not hitting the
Ben
roles.
Affleck. Yeah.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by
you so
Hennessy.
much.
We're not, but we plan to
We're
be.
not. We're hoping to though. Yo, sponsored by LLXMIA. That's on God in them. Shouts out Dead Broke and shouts out you for tuning in. Shouts out Kobe Bryant. Long live Black Mamba
Absolutely.
forever.
Happy birthday to one of the GOATs. My name is Negative Baby. That's Daniel Waxer. This is Small Talk. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back in 2 weeks, baby.